Here we go. I'm going to hit record. We only have 15 days left, starting tomorrow, of the 15% off. And so one of the things that I really want to talk to y'all about are your follow-ups, how you're communicating with people, how you're assuming the sale, and how you're using the 15% off, okay? And this is how I pretty much want the rest of your next 15 days. My challenge for you guys is for y'all to do this for the next 15 days. I'm going to give you an example. I had a lady today. She's taken the products before. She didn't, or her daughter took them. She didn't, for whatever reason, I don't know why she's come back, but I was surprised that she did. So she sends me a text today and it says, or a message, and it says, I'm going to just read to you how I communicate. All right, I'm ready to buy. I want to lose 15 pounds and feel better. What do you recommend? Should I try it for a few days or just buy it? I was on your website but need recommendations. And I go, hey there, tell me your other health ailments you have, please. She responds with diabetes, type 1, so I take insulin. I already knew that about her, but I'd forgotten, and especially when she said, I want to feel better. I was hoping that she would give me a little bit more, but I guess if I dug more, she probably would give me more. And I said, I would take the triplex, which is the Slim ProBio 5 Bio Cleanse combo. Because if you just tell them the triplex, a lot of times they don't know what it is, okay? So you really, Patty, I'm so impressed you got on, Mama. Anyway, you have to kind of dumb it down for them, okay, guys? So you have to, we know what a triplex is, but they don't know what a triplex is. So you have to say, Heather Bruce, I am recording. You have to say what a triplex is. So that's what I said. And I go, right now, this is the part that I really want you guys to hear. Right now, we have 15% off. I recommend doing the wholesale membership. You'll get 15% off your products at the cheapest price. Your monthly order will meet the requirement, and you're able to walk away anytime. So I'm answering right there anything that she's going to be second guessing, right? I'm letting her know that your order is going to meet the minimum spend and that you can walk away at any time. And I want to take a break for just a second and say that, quite honestly, wholesale customers, as far as their availability to get products, are more convenient for the customer than preferred. Because let's talk about preferred. If you have a wholesale customer, let me finish this and then I'm going to go off on that, okay? I said, and you're able to walk away at any time. For triplex, it'll be $119.95 plus shipping. I'll walk you through when I get back to the computer. What did I just do? I basically told her what she needed to do. She trusts me, right? And that's what network marketing is all about, is they trust you. I basically told her what I wanted her to do. Any questions that she had in her head, I went ahead and answered them. I let her know that it was easy to walk away. I told her how much it was. I told her that her minimum spend, because those are all questions that she would have asked. So I answered them all. You know what her response was? Okay, I'm off to soccer and I'll order in the morning. I'm excited. I go, me too, I'm around. I'll walk you through it. So basically, she's ready. So guess what's going to happen tomorrow morning? I'm going to give her till about 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to say, hey, I'm at the computer. I'm going to walk you through. And guys, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to, some of y'all have heard me say this, I like to get my little iPad with the keyboard here, and I like to get my laptop. I cannot remember all the different stages. And I don't expect y'all to either, but what I do think is good is when you walk them through it, okay? So I'm gonna say, hey there, I knew you were gonna do this morning. I haven't heard from you, but I'm gonna go ahead and start giving you the instructions. Again, what am I doing? I'm assuming the sale. And not only that, but I'm assuming the avenue that I want her to take, right? I want her to be a wholesale customer. And one of the things why I want her to be a wholesale customer, and it didn't dawn on me until a woman signed up as a wholesale customer and kind of freaked out. And so she called Plexus. She didn't call me. She called Plexus and she basically said, oh, I need to cancel that. Of course, once I get wind of that, I call them and say, cancel her wanting to cancel, because all she needed to know right, Nicole, isn't that funny? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to override what she wants to do, because I hadn't done a good job on answering all her questions, right? She didn't know that it was super easy for her to just turn it off. She can turn it off. If she truly is not in it for the money and she just wants the product, all she has to do is go in, hit shopping, backup order, and delete it. It's simple. Now, do we want them doing that? No, we really don't want them doing that. But that is so much easier and they have so much more control doing that than being a preferred customer. Okay, yes, preferred customers can alter their orders, but being a wholesale customer is so much easier. And how I've been explaining it now to people is it's a wholesale membership. Just like you would have one at Costco, our yearly fee is $34.95. You're going to get the products at the cheapest rate. If your Aunt Bobby or your mommy wants to order, then they can come. I don't say mommy, but if your mama wants to order, then they can come on and they can order right there. And what am I doing? I'm kind of giving her my elevator speech, which is fast and I'm excited about it. And then I go, and that's how I join too, you know, because it's the cheapest way and I'm pretty frugal. And then I keep going. And then you know, your minimum spend, you're going to go ahead and meet with the triplex. So I'm going to walk you through it. So then what I'm going to do with this woman tomorrow and what I do with everybody, again, we have to dumb it down, is I get my laptop out and get my iPad and I go, you're going to go to www. whatever my website is, enter. I'm going to hit enter on that. I'm doing this through Facebook messaging, okay? I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to go at the top right. Guys, the key is dumb it down. And I don't say that in a mean way. They don't know, right? They don't know. They've never been on there. They don't know this process. So I'm going to say, click join on the right-hand corner. It's easy. Then I'm going to say, you're going to get a box with a lady or something. Scroll down at the bottom because for whatever reason, I think the upgrades are at the top. I can't remember how it is, but I walk them through every single one. And every single instruction has its own line. Even if a little pop-up thing comes up and says, you know, click agree, I tell them, click agree. Then I hit enter. They get another line. They get another line. Guys, there's no reason why they won't do it. They already trust you. At this point, hopefully you've already discussed the products, right? You're going to even tell them when, and here's something that I find wholesale customers, I have to put my social in. I go ahead and when I'm explaining, you know, then I go, then you're going to get to the personal information page. And yes, you're going to have to put your social security. That's just on the off chance that you decide you want to make some money. You know, that's why we need that. And I just say on the off chance. I'm not pressuring them. I never, ever, ever say the word sale because people go, woo, I can't sell. I'm not a salesperson. It flips them out. So I don't say sale. I'm like, on the off chance you want to make a little bit of money. And hit enter, right? And then I tell them, you're going to have a duplicate site name. This is what your website's going to be. Make it something that you can remember. Make it something that you can rattle off. And so then they, you know, they answer that. I hit enter, and then I go, it's going to ask for your credit card information. That's where you put that. At the left-hand side, it's going to say one number. On the right-hand side, it's going to have another amount. The one on the right-hand side is not going to be charged right now. That's what's going to be charged every month. That's going to be your backup order. I explained that to him because right now, I don't know if y'all have actually walked through the process of joining. If you haven't, I highly recommend it. But right now, how it looks like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to pay this, whatever, $134.95, and then I'm going to have to pay this over here too. It can be a little, so you take all of that away from them, right? You just answer all of those questions and you make it a simple and easy process. Now, I know that you aren't always able to be at a computer. I know when I just had Debbie sign up, Debbie's probably sitting there going, well, that's not the kind of treatment I got. Well, no, it's not because I wasn't at home. I didn't have time to get on the computer. We wanted to hurry it, but I walked her through it. I said, what are you seeing? And I kind of knew enough. And I think I might have put my phone on speakerphone and was walking through it on my phone. So I knew enough about it, but I was on the phone with her, right? A lot of times we don't have the time to get on the phone. So that's where typing it out. And also typing it out is a good way for them to be able to come back and have those instructions, all right? So that's that thing. We have 15 days, guys, of 15% off. This is huge to me. A couple key points that I want us to not be doing. I do not want us to just blatantly give them the code, okay? Because when you're communicating with them, you want to say, I haven't given this woman the code yet. And you know why? Because that's another time that I can reach out to her. That gives me another opportunity to say, hey, you know, I'm excited for you on this journey. Again, I'm assuming the sale. I'm excited for you on this journey. Let me know when you're ready and I'll go ahead and give you the code. She's going to have to respond back to me. I want the dialogue. If I give her all the information at one time, first off, I've vomited a lot of information. And second of all, there's a good chance that she might not join because, you know, like I told you guys about my girl, my unique girl. I really want this lipstick. And I still, guys, have not ordered the lipstick from my unique friend. And I don't know what my hang up is. I have the money. I know what I want. I just haven't done it yet. Okay. So she drips on me. She keeps texting me going, hey, let me know when you're ready. I'm placing an order. I just sometimes let her message sit there. I'm not mad at her. I don't not want to order. Life is just getting in the way. So the more, I love it when she reminds me. So that is the thing that you guys have to do. So you have 15 days to keep reminding these people. Another thing I do not want you to do is you do not give them the end date. You do not tell them, oh, you have until April 15th, because let me tell you what's going to happen. April 15th is tax day. That's an easy date for them to remember. And they are going to go, oh, I have until April 15th. Especially if they think like Natalie does, oh, I have 14 more days. Oh, I have 13 more days. I have till the 15th. They aren't, the need to hurry up and do it isn't there if you give them the end date. Plus, what's going to happen? They're going to have paid taxes. They aren't going to want to spend $120 or $130 come the 15th. So do not give them a due date. I highly recommend that you don't do it. So no due date and no code. It's not like we're withholding information from them. That just is another way that we can keep communicating. And you know what's funny? Not one person has asked me, when does this event stop? Not one person has said, what's the end date on this? Nobody has asked me because they trust you, right? It's a relationship they already have with you. They trust that you're going to let them know, and you are. So you've got 15 days. You're dripping on all these people. You're meeting all of your contacts. You're touching base with them. When it comes to the 13th, you bet your sweet booty you're going to tell them, hey, this ends in 2 days, right? That's when you're going to start saying, hey, we really got to get a move on this because I've been with this company for 3 years or however long you've been with them, and this isn't going to last much longer. I mean, they may not ever do anything. Guys, I haven't seen where they gave a discount code on a welcome pack. I can't think of the last time that they did. I mean, they have done different things where, you know, they paid half the joining fee, but I've never seen a percentage off. Do you guys realize that that's like $19 roughly, I think is what it was on the one. It's like 30-something on the other, because let's do the math. Yes, it's like 35, right? Am I right? Is it 30 maybe? I don't know. I'm not really good at math. But if you can get them to do the $200 one, that's amazing. And guys, it does not go against your commissions. So if they get the big one, that's fine. Anyway, those are my 2 steps. Now I want to talk a little bit more about follow up and how I think that that's the key thing, is that we just need to not be scared of following up too much. I think a lot of times we get fearful that we're bothering them. We're not. We're lovingly hounding on them, right? And that is what the unique lady is doing for me, and I'm thankful for it. In fact, you want to know what I start to do? I start to feel like a real butt after a while that I haven't done anything with her. Here I am. I told her I would, and I'm not. I feel like a real butt about it. And so it's like, now I'm starting to feel guilty, right? We don't necessarily want our people to start feeling guilty, but hey, if that's going to help them to start feeling better and get on the product sooner, then, you know, whatever. It's not like we're making them feel guilty. Anyway, so my point is you have to follow up. And I think that you can follow up every 2 or 3 days. I'm going to throw myself under the bus and let you guys know that I have lost now 2.5 people. And I say 2.5, and I'm going to tell you what happened. One lady, I was supposed to send a sample. Natalie, most of y'all know, does not like to go to the post office. Natalie doesn't put anything in post office. She's just not very good at it. In fact, quite honestly, she's really not good at any of that kind of stuff. And she's just not. In fact, a few of y'all, Becky, Rebecca, remind me what I need to be doing through PayPal, okay? So that kind of stuff, it sits there. I know what I need to be doing. I'm just not very good at it. So this one lady, she wanted a sample. Never sent her the sample, never did. Guess what? She joined, thankfully, under a level 1. So that's why I say she's the 0.5 that I lost. She joined under a level 1, which was perfect. And quite honestly, that's probably where she needed to go, because I think she had asked that person prior to asking me. Another gal, I had been talking to her. I think I've told y'all this story, or some of y'all. I had been talking to her, and she said, okay, I'm ready to join. Tell me how to do it. I said, I'm laying down with my kids, and I'll tell you in a minute. I never told her. 7 to 10 days went by. I never reached back out. It was just a brain fart. I mean, I honestly don't know why I didn't do it. I mean, she said, tell me how to join. Tell me how to sign up. And I never did it. I woke up one morning and she had joined a completely different person on a completely different team. Literally, I was like, for the love, are you kidding me? Who else? I only had myself to be upset with because I didn't do what I tell you guys to do. I didn't even take my own advice, right? And then there was another gal, trying to remember what happened with her. Oh, she wanted a sample too. Again, I don't know why I promised samples if I'm not gonna mail them. I probably should say, I know you'd love a sample, but I'm never gonna mail it to you. Anyway, so she wanted a sample and I told her I'd send it to her. And I kind of was just had a little reservations, and maybe this is just me defending myself on why I didn't do it. Anyway, I never sent the sample. 2 or 3 weeks later, I see her posting on Facebook, like straight out of shoot. She is on it, Johnny on the spot. So those are my 2.5 people that I lost because my follow-up really stunk. So part of my DMO now, daily method of operation, is I have so many different ways that people communicate with me. So when I'm laying in bed, instead of scrolling Facebook, like I know a lot of us do, I now go through my messages, all of my Facebook messages. Did you know that you can make your Facebook messages unread? That is beautiful to me, because if I make it unread, then I get the little dot and I know, okay, I need to go back to that one. You can even click unread ones, I believe, at the top and see all those. So I'm really, really trying to do better about that. And then I'm trying to go through all of my text at the end of the day. And anything that I haven't done, if it's 10 o'clock, I won't really text somebody, but I will go to my notes page and make a note that first thing in the morning, which I think first thing in the morning is the best time to start messaging people, like 6 a.m. You know, I've just gotten up, I'm not out of bed, and a lot of times I've sent out 4 or 5 messages just touching base with people, because for whatever reason, they respond really well in the morning. So anyway, that's part of my daily method of operation. But back to follow-up. Right now, there is no reason why we shouldn't be following up with people, at least every 2 to 3 days. And here's my order when they say, kind of like what I did with this woman tonight, when they say, all right, I'm ready, I've been watching you, I'm ready. I will then turn around and I will say, what are your goals? Well, they're obviously going to say what at first. Everybody says weight loss. So I try to get them on the phone if they will let me. Again, I don't always have a lot of time to be on the phone, but I will schedule it in my phone. So if they will let me have 10 minutes on the phone, then I'll go through the 3 different lines. I feel like we have weight, we have gut support, and we have pain management. So many people are surprised by the pain management. You do? I didn't know that. Anyway, I come to find out that 9 out of 10 times, people don't really want to lose weight. They just want to what? Feel better. That's the key. They just want to feel better. They think it's weight, but it's really not. So I will sit there, and that's kind of how I've become the poop lady, because I don't mind talking about it. And I just open it up, and there it is. And you know what, guys? 9 out of 10 of us struggle with our poop, and that's so sad to me, especially when we have such amazing products. So if you can talk to them and you can get that dialogue going, and a lot of times it's pulling it out of them, right? We don't know the answer. So I'm going to use Royce-Ann as an example because she's up there next to me. So it's like, she says, hey, Nat, I really want to lose weight. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about this. So what are your other health elements? And she says, well, I don't know. I don't really have any. Are you not sluggish during the day? Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to start a domino effect. She's going to start telling me how she's, in her 40s and, her hormones and blah, 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 right? She's going to go into all of that dialogue. So what have I just done? Basically now I have gotten all of her ailments, and I now know what her issues are, and I can write those down. So that can be part of my follow-up too. So now I tell her, I'm like, this is what I recommend, and this is how much it is. And guess what? We're doing a 15% off right now. This is how, I personally joined as a wholesale customer, and I go through that whole thing. And then when she says, okay, I'm ready, then I start typing out the instruction. If she doesn't come back and say, I'm ready, then I remind her in a very loving way. Hey, Royce-Ann, remember we talked about, how you're not regular and your hormones are a mess. I'm excited to see you feeling better. It really works for me. It changed my life. Let me know when you're ready. That's going to be the first one after, we've had the initial conversation. But the main thing is not to just say, all right, let's have you join. If you get information out of them, then you ultimately can use that information later when you're following up with them. So she goes, she goes quiet on me. So another couple of days, I'm like, hey girl, I just want to reach out again. This 15% off is going to run out soon, right? I don't give a due date. And I'd love to get you healthy. Let me know. I'm here if you have any more questions. I'm happy to help you. If we've already talked about it and I know that she's 90% sure going to go the wholesale route, then my third time to reach out with her, I'm going to say, hey, listen, I'm going to go ahead and tell you exactly how to do it. Here are the instructions. And that's where I'm going to start typing it out line by line. Guys, I haven't even heard anything from her, right? She's ignoring me. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to type all that out. Eventually, she's going to come back and go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm doing it tonight. Perfect. Let me know. I'm available to walk you through, or I just sent you the directions upstairs, up above. And another thing is, don't worry about it when they go quiet on you or when they don't read it. They eventually will. I have a gal who I really want to get on the phone because I care about her and I really want to know what her issues are. And I don't think that she's going to tell me as much through text messaging or messaging as she would if I were to get her on the phone. So she's just somebody that I really feel called to get on the phone. So I reached out to her and I said, how about today? Well, I don't hear anything from her. And then 2 or 3 days later, she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I just saw this. I mean, she has 3 kids. So don't be alarmed if they aren't responding to you. 9 out of 10 of these people have come to you, right? They have come to you and have asked you. Now, another 2 things that I want you to do too is I want you, and I challenge you over the next 15 days to use the voice message function on your messaging. I can't take credit for this. I had another Jewel tell me about this, and she said, Natalie, it has worked wonders. She goes, a lot of times we hide behind the computer because that's an easy, safe place to be, right? But she goes, you can still hide behind the computer. Just hit your little message. And if you guys don't know, I am happy to walk you through it. Do not feel like you're a goober if you don't know how to do this stuff. I will teach you how to do it. I would love to teach you. But basically, you're going to get on your phone and it'll only let you do 1 minute. So don't get like me and start rattling and 2 minutes have gone by and it's only recorded 1 minute. So it'll record 1 minute. And that's really all they need is one minute's really kind of a long time, especially when you're listening to somebody else's message. But I will a lot of times will just say, just so they can hear my voice. I'm so excited, Rebecca, that you're coming on board. Let me know when you're ready. Have a great day. That's all you have to do. Another thing, that's 1, I want you to start trying to voice message people a little bit more. And 2, I want you to come up with a list of 5 to 10 people that you truly, really want on your team. And that maybe your feelings are a little hurt that they haven't even asked you about it, okay? And the reason that I say this is Celeste, her sister-in-law never joined her team. They live right next door to each other. Celeste pulls up in her Lexus. The other gal sees her. Celeste, she'll tell you this. So she talked about this on her team call. One of the reasons why her sister-in-law never joined her team is because Celeste never asked her. So I challenge you guys to reach out to 5 or 10 people. They are waiting for you. There are a lot of people that are probably surprised that I haven't asked them. So one of the things that I want you to do is I want you to send them a voice message so that they can hear your sweet voice. And I want you to say to them, hey, Judy, I know you've watched me on my Plexus journey, or as you know, I just started my Plexus journey, and I I just adore you, and I think that you would do amazing on this journey with me. And list off a couple things why they do amazing, right? Talk about them, not necessarily their that they've got a big network of people, but talk about them. You have a great gift to gab. People just adore you. You're just so sweet. Find 2 reasons why you can follow up with why you want them to be on your team. Hey, I really want you to be on my team because you got this great gift to gab, and people just admire you. They really look up to you. Anyway, I just want to let you know that these products have really changed my life, both how I feel and financially. And I want to personally ask you to join my team. If you don't want to, you can tell me no harm, no foul, but I just wanted you to hear it from me that I really, really would like for you to be on my team. And now is a great time to do it because they're offering a 15% off, and they never do this. So let me know what you think. You can tell me no. You can tell me to jump off a bridge. You can tell me all those things. I'm still going to love you, and I'm still going to want you on my team. But I just wanted you to hear it from me. I really, really would like for you to be on my team. Let me tell you, another jewel that told me to do that, she said, Natalie, I am so surprised at how many people come back and want to be on my team. One girl said, I thought about it, but I really didn't think I'd be good at it. But when you told me how I would be good at it, I agree with you. I think I would like to join your team. You're having a lot of fun. It's kind of like, if you think about all the pictures and all the social events and all the selfies that we take, it's like this big old party, right? So you want to try to invite them to the party. You don't want anybody to feel left out. And maybe that's what you say. Hey, this has been a blast for me. I am having just a phenomenal time, and I'd love for you to get on board with me. Again, you didn't puke plexus all over them. You gave them an out. You told them that they could tell you to go jump off a bridge. You gave them 2 compliments. Why could they not tell you? Another thing, if you don't feel like verbally doing it, I've started sending out a couple messages, and I've only sent out 3, but I basically say, I have a list of 10 people that are going to make up my dream team, and you're one of them. And basically you just say it in written form. I think that you would do amazing at this because X, Y, and maybe a Z if you want to put a Z on there. And tell them why. I sent it over. I will admit that I kind of copied and pasted it to a few people, but it was genuine. I genuinely had that I didn't pick just 10 random people. Like, I was very genuine about it. I had one person respond to me and go, you know what? I'm the biggest I've ever been, so I just feel like I'd be kind of a phony, but I'm willing to talk to you about it. I would really love to talk to you about it. The other person that I sent it to never responded. She saw it and never responded. That's okay. She might not respond then, but at some point she's going to respond to me, or she's going to ask me. She has no choice. I know this. I've known this person my entire life. I know she's going to reach out at some point. But the bottom line is, they may be sitting there and even subconsciously waiting for us to ask. And if we don't ask, what's the worst thing? My mama always said, the worst thing they can tell you is what? No. And they're not going to. How many times have y'all been told bluntly, no? I don't get told very often. I don't know if they're scared of me or why they don't tell me no, but a lot of people just, they just don't say no. So, one of the things, if you're feeling like you're getting resistance from people and they're not saying anything to you, they're like making all these excuses. Well, I don't have money, or I have to talk to my husband, or I this or that or the other, which we all know are what? It's just a bunch of excuses. Like, I had one lady the other day, she gave me a really good one. I can't remember what it was. And you know what I told her? Very loving about it, but I was like, girl, those are just a bunch of excuses. Let's do this. Come on, let's roll. Now, what you can say is, and I like saying this to people because it puts it back onto them. You can say, what's the way sometimes it's like, what's holding you back is how I want you to say it. What is holding you back? What you really want to say is, what's your holdup? What's going on? Why aren't we saddling the horse and getting on? It's the best thing ever. Let's go. But if you lovingly say, what is holding you back? And pause and wait for it. Don't give them the answer. Let them give it to you. And it's going to be their fear, whatever their fear is. Maybe they're going to come back and say, I don't really know what's holding me back. But, give me one reason why I shouldn't be doing this. And of course, I'm going to look at them and go, there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing this. But if you ask them that way, and I normally don't ask them that way until this has been a several month process, right? And I'm literally like, I have so much confidence in that person that I want them on the product. It's not, for me, I mean, yes, the money's great, don't get me wrong. But for me, I love the text of, hey, I'm doing so much better. I have so much more energy. I feel better than I felt in 3 years. Those things, they moved me to tears. I sent a sample to a lady. I kind of broke all my rules. I sent her a 7-day sample. She just was battling cancer, and I mailed it to her. Can y'all believe I actually put something in the mail? I felt really called to do this for her. And I messaged her. Now, she and I had been talking several months ago. Then she messaged me and said, I'm sick. I've got cancer. I'm going through chemo. Guys, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but chemo, I'm not speaking from experience, but feels like apparently like you're having a hangover. Well, the pink drink, if you don't know it or not, and I'm not recommending that y'all all go out and try it, but if you have a hangover, apparently I've been told by a few of my children on my team that if you slam a pink before you go to bed, or if you have one quickly in the morning, it levels your blood sugar and the hangover goes away. Again, I'm not speaking from experience, but Laura calls it slam the pink. Anyway, so having said that, it's going to also help with, if you truly feel like you have a hangover after chemo, it's going to help with that. So anyway, I felt so called to send her this sample. And guys, she actually took it. She drank it. She took it. And I said, I'm going to respond to you in 2 days. Set an alarm on my phone to follow up. I said, how are you feeling? How's it going? She goes, I feel better than I have felt this whole time I've been doing chemo. Guys, huge, isn't it? Isn't that why we're doing this? To hear stuff like that. So anyway, that is why we follow up. If I hadn't followed up, she wouldn't have given me the good news, right? If I hadn't followed up, I wouldn't have even gotten the adverse news on how that we can work through maybe even the trials or whatever. I just got a text from Laura. I'm probably in trouble. Anyway, so my point is follow-up is so crucial. I also want you to follow up with your ambassadors. Follow up with your customers. Even if they've been customers 2 or 3 years, you follow up with them. And I'm going to speak from experience. Sometimes I preferred customers that have been with me, guys, 3 years. And I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I get a little scared to follow up with them. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm afraid they're going to say, oh, I've got like a shelf load of this stuff. Turn me off. I don't want them to turn off, right? So I'm just keeping it real. Sometimes I don't always reach out to them. But that's not what I really should be doing. I should be reaching out to them at least once a month. And oftentimes, there are reasons we can reach out. Hey, the accelerator got a new bottle. I think that's just kind of fun, just to, especially if they're on accelerator, just to say, hey, it has a new bottle, so don't be alarmed when you get a new bottle in the mail. Hey, we're doing the 15% off. Hey, I just wanted to let you know this. There are reasons we should be also following up with our customers and all of our ambassadors. Okay, so that's kind of all I have, but I am gonna, if any of y'all have any questions, you can type it down there, or if you raise your hand, I'm scared to turn all of y'all off mute, because I know some of y'all probably have background noise, like family or whatever, but do any of y'all, if any of y'all have any, I can't see everybody either because y'all are on 2 screens, but does anybody have any questions? Just, okay, Laura does. Hold on, Laura, I'm gonna unmute you. And Laura, I wasn't talking about you necessarily with the hangover. Okay, Laura, what's your question?
My question is about the chemo. The friend of yours that was on the chemo, was it the oral chemo that she would take every day or every week, or was she on the IV chemo, which is like 3 weeks on and then 1 week off?
I think she was on the IV, but I'm not really sure. I couldn't be for certain.
Okay, because I know a friend who needs it. We've been talking about it for months, and now she just got put on IV chemo over the oral, and I'm worried to death about her, but she needs something, and I need to be able to tell her something.
Yeah, perfect. Give her a 7-day, or give her just a couple of them, and let her, I think within just a day or two that they feel so much better.
Okay, good, cool.
Perfect,
right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions? Raise your hand, or you can, okay, here, Nicole, yes, I love Nicole. Let's see what she said. Tell me about following up with wholesale who have deleted backup orders. Okay, that is a good question because, and Lana is really liking that question. Follow up with people who have turned their backup order. I honestly, here's what I'm going to say to them, especially if I see potential in them as far as in the sales arena. I'm going to respond to them in two different ways. One, if they've turned it off, especially after the first month, I'm going to go, hey, Nicole, I noticed that you turned your backup order. First off, I'm going to go, how the hey did they figure that out? A lot of times they can't figure it out, right? And I'm kind of impressed when they actually can. A lot of times people have to ask me, and I willingly help them. But I might go, hey, Nicole, why'd you turn your backup order off? And she'll tell me why, or she won't respond to me. And I'm going to knock again. I'm going to go, hey, listen, I saw your backup orders off. Why is it off? Do you have enough product? Talk to me. Are they not working for you? Just let me know. That's how I'm going to do that with somebody who's actually taking product. I'm going to keep on them when they're back. Now, if their backup order's off, but they're still placing orders themselves and they're getting over $100, I kind of leave them alone. I mean, I'm going to reach out to them and just ask them how they're doing, and I'll watch it. If it gets over $100, then I'm going to say, sister, you're leaving money on the table, right? So I will go back and do that. If they're a wholesaler that I feel like has a lot of potential to share with other people, then I'm going to say that. I'm going to go, girl, do you realize the financial potential you have here? You just turned your backup order off. So if anybody were to try to order anything from you, I mean, they still could, but you're not going to make any money off that. And guess who's going to make the money off of it? I am. So once you put it like that, they're going to go, oh, heck no, I'm not going to let Nicole make the money off of me, or whatever the situation may be. So that's how I'm going to work it in two different ways. That's how I'm going to respond to them, is basically say, you turned off your backup order. What's going on? Are you not liking the products? Much like I would a preferred customer or a retail customer who didn't order again. Okay. Now, if I think they have sales potential, then I'm just going to kind of shame them into it. Is how I'm gonna word that. Okay, Roy San. I know that I should know this, but what do I say to people who are ambassadors, new this month, but no backup orders? I have 2 hours to get them to turn it on. What's the verbiage? What's the rush in getting them to turn it back on, Roy San? They've already placed the order for the month, right? Because they have their welcome pack. Really, you have a little bit longer. You have until, like, maybe I would have them turn their, either place an order through their thing or have them turn on by mid-month next month. I would just explain to them, hey, your products are going to run out. I really want you to have your products. Remember, you told me, because in your follow-up, you're going to have notes on what they told you, how they're feeling or whatever. You're going to say, hey, remember you told me you're sleeping better and you've lost 3 pounds and this, that, and the other. I just want to let you know, put the urgency on it. I want to let you know that if you don't turn that backup order back on, then you're not going to get any products. Your products are not going to come to you in a timely manner. And maybe it's they don't like what their backup order looks like. Or maybe it's as simple as they put a triplex in for their backup order, but they have so much cleanse because they're not taking it. And they just want, the slim, the probio, and maybe accelerator this month. Sometimes it's just, and that's what reaching out and having good communication is going to help you, and you can just say as simple as, hey, I noticed your backup order was turned off. Do you know that means that your next order will not ship to you? Can be as simple as that, right? I'm always so surprised when people quickly turn off their backup order, but I think that I see your urgency. You want it on by month's end, but really, I think you have until the middle of next month so that they just don't run out, because obviously that's our main concern, is them running out. Okay, Angie, did I answer that for you, Royce-Ann? I can see you, but I can't. Okay, good. I've got a level 1 who turns off because she's struggling to afford it, and she's adamant about not selling. Okay, I get that. I mean, I have a level 1. She's the one that, that contacted corporate, and basically she wigged out. She was like, oh my goodness, I can't have this coming out every month. That's fine. I told her, I said, not a problem. Just place your order through yourself. She can place her order through herself. If somebody else places an order through her website, then that's fine. She's just not going to get paid until her backup order is turned on. So after the $100 PV is met, she can go turn her backup order on. It's not going to ship to her. It's not going to charge her. It's just going to make her, qualify for getting paid. So that is how I have explained it to the woman who said, cancel me, kind of flipped out on me. I explained it to her that way. I go, I'm going to protect you. I'm going to go in, give me your login. A lot of times they will. I said, I'm going to go in and I'm going to change this for you. It's going to be just fine. You're not going to be charged. But if you want to get paid on it, this is what we need to do. So just, again, dumbing it down is the best thing that you can do for all of them, because they can't handle a whole lot of information all at one time. I couldn't handle a whole lot of information at one time. It's overload, right? And in our heads where it's overload, but then we have all of these preconceived notions about network marketing anyway. So it's like we're getting overloaded, and then you're telling us. So just simple terms, I find, is most successful. Okay. I wish I could just help her figure out how she can afford it. Well, you know, that's just something she's going to have to figure out on her own, because how can she afford it if she has 2 or 3 people buying from her? You know, I just started this, and I really, we are way over time. So if you need to log off, I promise I won't hold it against you. But one of the things that I find very beneficial is adding them, even if they're a wholesale customer, to the team pages. Let them get that energy from the team page. I'm going to start on my team page doing Welcome Wednesday, so it's not just all this welcome. And I'm going to try to do different things where it's, you know, hey, check out Marilyn. She had $3,000 in PV this month. Just little things to just, I have a couple of little sussies, you know, if I can actually get them in the mail to you guys, that, you know, I want to try to give as prizes and do different stuff like that. So Angie, that might just right there motivate her to want to. And another thing that I've done with some of my newbies is I've given them a challenge. And I basically have said, I really like this idea. I said, for the next 5 days, I want you to post once a day on Facebook, but you have to tag me in it. Post 1 time a day on Facebook, tag me in it. And I have a little message thread going on with my newbies, okay? And so basically what I've said is, it's a challenge. Everybody loves a challenge. I basically said, you have 5 days. I think it was through Sunday. I said through Sunday, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but I said if either 3 or 5 people haven't reached out to you by Sunday, I started this on Tuesday, by Sunday, if 3 or 5 people haven't reached out to you through your Facebook post, I'm just making them do it once a day or requesting, then I will send you a bottle of product. I will send them something that they don't already have, something that they can try. Now, what's beneficial about that? Then they're becoming a product of the product, right? And I'm hoping, while I would love to just send everybody a bottle of, I'm hoping that through that challenge, that people start, and it got them over their hump, their fear of posting. So Angie, you could do something like that. You could just challenge her by motivating her and saying, I think you're amazing. I think you have, you know, people respect you and they look up to you and all that good stuff. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gracie. All right, tell her to share. People will ask, right? That's the beauty of social media. Sharing experience is not selling. And that is why I was trying to get, or I did put that out there to the newbies, that I'm just letting them know. And here's the thing, and then I promise I will wrap it up, is some people go, oh my gosh, I'm going to be another person that's posting stuff on Facebook. I'm another person. Let me tell you, I have a girlfriend of mine, and she might actually be on this call. We went to college together. She sat on her thumbs for about a year. And finally I said, girl, we know a lot of the same people, but a lot of those people have a better relationship with you. A lot of those people don't want to talk to me about their weight loss. A lot of those people don't want to talk to me about their bowel movements, even though I'd love to talk to them about it. They don't want to talk to me, right? So that is what I'm like, girl, we other Plexus posters have paved the way for you. We have actually set the stage. We have educated them a little bit, right? So bam, the minute that, you know, this girl starts posting, they're going to go, oh, sweet, I like her, I'm comfortable with her, or I saw her at a soccer game, or whatever the case may be, and they're going to start asking. So I never, ever, that when people say, well, everybody else is posting, I just tell them lovingly, that's just an excuse for you not posting. I promise if you post, people will respond. Okay, one question on Facebook. Can you share from other Plexus ambassadors' posts? Yes, you can, but I don't recommend it. I don't recommend just hitting share, because it could potentially go back to the original person that posted. And quite honestly, if you share it, I don't know about you guys, but anytime somebody shares something, I take it less seriously. I just don't pay attention to it as much. If that's something else that I need to do, just a quick video, I only know how to do it on iPhones, is to show you guys how to save a picture and how to save the script. I will quickly do that for y'all. So if that's something that y'all need me to do, I will do it for you, because I do it at stoplights. I post at stoplights. There's also a way that you can save post. Did you know that? There's also ways that you can save posts. So if there's something really, and you're like, oh snap, I just posted, I can't post this one, but I really like it. There's a way for you to save that. And I'm gonna quickly tell you, just at the beginning of the post, there's a little down arrow on the iPhone, click on it. You have to go to the second page of that, but it'll say save post and you can save it. So anyway, that's that. Amy is saying it is so easy. It really is. Like when I teach y'all how, that the people that don't know how, I promise you that you're going to go, oh, for the love. I could have been doing that all along. Okay, Gracie said, send me a friend request. Okay. I do. Okay, so do y'all have any other questions? Y'all have been amazing. I know that we've gone over 27 minutes and y'all have stuck with me, and I so appreciate y'all. Any other questions? I can't see all of y'all's hands, but no more questions. Okay, I'm going to end it. I recorded this call. I will quickly download it. I put it on my YouTube page, and I'll share it with all of you guys. Notice that I didn't use any foul language this time, right, Nicole? I said but instead of what I really wanted to say, so that I could record it for you guys. I watched my language. Y'all should all be proud. They make it sound like I just have a potty mouth. But anyway, we won't really go there. But I love you guys, and I'm so thankful y'all are all on this journey with me. And if you have any questions, you can post it in the part after I post this video, and I'll be happy to answer you guys any questions. All right? Y'all have a good night. Mwah! All right, talk to you later. Oh, my Facebook name is Natalie Cannon Kanabe. I think you're asking me that. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.